So let's get started with first of all, the people that don't know Allison. Allison is uh, the page manager, the creator of Ajas.Aces page on Instagram. She got like 1 million followers now. It's getting close to it.
A little bit
But
far.
yeah, you are on the road, so you're
Yeah.
gonna get there eventually. Because I don't see any other Aces pages that cover the amount of news or content of the Ace like you.
That
And
is
first of
true.
all, yeah, first of all, I'm gonna welcome you to the podcast. Uh, this is you said your very first time on a podcast, and I know for a fact that this is gonna be fun, and you're gonna enjoy it. And I hope there's a future other episodes together or other people, like 4 or 5 people, talking about WNBA because this is gonna happen. I know for a fact. I'm very
Yeah, I really
positive.
hope so. I hope so.
First of all, how you doing? How you feel?
I'm good. Obviously, since it's my first podcast, I'm a bit shy, a bit nervous, but I think it'll be good.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And during the podcast, you're gonna find out some things that I don't know if you're gonna be happy or sad or mad at me, but I hope there's no fight here today. I'm very sure that that's not gonna happen. But anyways, first of all, for the people that don't know, who is your favorite team?
Well, my favorite team is the Las Vegas Aces.
Nice.
Yeah.
Since when?
Ever since Asia got drafted to Vegas, I became a fan of the Aces. So basically, when they first became a team,
Wilson.
yeah, yeah,
I don't blame you. Yeah. For since Wilson arrived to the Las Vegas, basically that team is other team. They
yeah.
knew it. They knew it, and now they are in the road for the third finals appearances. So it's been a good run, and I hope they can make it to the finals. I
Oh,
hope.
I really hope so. I'm praying. I'm praying.
I know you do. I know you do. I'm very sure. So basically, you start to watch the league since AAA came to the league, right?
Yes.
So you has been enjoying the NBA because you haven't win a championship yet, but you are like getting close every year.
Yeah, we're getting
Like,
so close.
yeah, and the fact that you basically have a big three, that's my opinion. I was talking with one of my friend. He has another podcast, Alberto from El Cambumbeo Deportivo, and we share the same opinion. The Aces has a really good big three over there with Chelsea Plum. She's, in my opinion, I don't know if you share the same opinion, but for me, she's the best shooter in the league now. And you also had the best point guard of the league, and on Chelsea Gray, and for sure she had the defensive player of the year, and the MVP race is between Brianna Stewart and Wilson, and for me she can win the award also. But you got a solid three players over there, and the other players that's around those three, I believe you got a really good chance to win it all. So what do you think about that?
I agree with you. Um, I do think that we have a good chance of winning the championship because, as you said, the three players, Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, and Asia Wilson, they're
Hmm.
really good, but there's also other people on the team, such as the Erica Hamby when she comes back, and the
Hmm.
most improved player, Jackie Young.
Yeah.
And I know that the Aces were struggling this year, because of their depth with the bench. They're not having
Mhm.
much help. But I think that the starting five and Kia Stokes have been doing really good.
Yeah,
And
definitely. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I also agree with you that Asia's gonna win MVP.
Yeah, I
Just
know
have to
you.
put it out there.
Yeah, I know you agree with me in that statement. I'm very sure that you are.
Of course, of
But
course.
yeah, well, it's crazy because I was talking with my friend about that, and we said the same thing. If Wilson wins the defensive player of the if Wilson wins the defensive player of the year, for sure she's gonna be the MVP. I don't know
Yeah,
why, but that's how it feels, and that's how I see and how she's been playing. It's been amazing. It's been amazing how much space she covered on the court. It's crazy. I
yeah.
mean,
She
yeah.
she really expanded this season with shooting more threes because
Hmm.
her past 4 seasons, I believe, she only
Hmm.
shot one 3-pointer, and now she scored like 30 something within the
Hmm.
regular season.
Yeah, she had to. If she's want to evolve her game, she has to shoot threes.
Yeah, yeah, she's been doing really good.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I know you are. You're enjoying the top C of the regular season, and now you had your hands full with this next season. Yeah, and this next series. My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Seattle Storms. They
yeah,
won the first game. It was a nice game.
it was really good. Yeah, the Aces started to come back within like the third and the fourth quarter, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, Lloyd did her thing and they closed the game. But yeah, but
Sometimes,
it was very tight.
yeah, sometimes there's no stopping Jewel Lloyd, which is understandable. She's a really good player.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, yeah. But okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna make you a question, and because I did a podcast talking about this, but I just want to know your opinion about this, and what are your thoughts about what the league can do to evolve or to growth? I heard different opinions. I heard people saying that they can the heights of the basket lower that that could be a good point over there because it's gonna create more highlights,
yeah,
and that's why the NBA is been so it's been so successful because they create a lot of highlights,
mhm,
and the WNBA doesn't have that.
yeah,
It's another type of basketball. It's more technical basketball than the male basketball. It's more physical, more dunks, that kind of stuff that attract people attention. But in here in the WNBA, you're not gonna see that.
yeah. I personally, I don't agree with lowering the nets,
Okay.
but I think that the league should just expand so that
Okay.
it'll gain more attention with different cities and maybe even countries.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point over there. If you expand the what city are you thinking about when you
Well,
said expansion? What city came to your mind?
I'm from Toronto, so I think that the
Yeah,
WNBA should expand to Toronto.
yeah, and your fan base in Toronto is crazy in a good way. You know,
Yeah, not only would that team have a whole city behind it, but it would have a whole country behind it because it would be the first Canadian team.
exactly. Yeah, that's wow. I didn't think of. I was thinking about other cities, and Toronto never came to my mind. I don't know why, but it's
Really?
a good. No, I don't know why. For real, I was okay. I thought about Detroit. Maybe they come back, or maybe another New York team, or maybe a Florida team, because down here we have two NBA teams, and we got two NFL teams, and we have baseball, two baseball also.
Huh. Yeah.
We
It,
can do a Miami, whatever, Miami, Orlando, Jacksonville, maybe.
yeah. The WNBA had a Miami team back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about those.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's called the Miami Soul, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I believe that's the name. I don't remember. I know. Let me let me type this real quick. That's the good thing about Soul. Yeah, Miami Soul. Yeah, that's true. It only lasts 2 years basically. That's
Yeah.
why I didn't remember. But yeah, Soul. That's basically that means sun in Spanish.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's like the Connecticut. Yeah, Connecticut Sun,
Oh,
but
yeah. Yeah.
it's Miami Soul is sun in it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. I didn't remember that. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, expansion is a good option over there. I
Yeah.
hope it happens because
I, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I
Go
also
ahead.
think Nashville or like Tennessee is
Yeah,
a good place
yeah,
because there's a lot of basketball like things happening there with Vanderbilt or
yeah.
Vanderbilt college.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Memphis, the NBA team, and
Yeah,
Tennessee, the university is good at basketball.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Wow, that's true. I was talking the other day about this. If the NBA add two more teams, and the cities that came to my mind was first Seattle, the Supersonics, back
Oh
in the
yeah.
day, and then they can add one in Nashville, Tennessee, because there's a huge city and there's a lot of fan base, a basketball fan base in that state. So if they can bring at least the WNBA have a team and also an extra NBA team in that city, that would be huge.
Yeah, I think they can expand over there at Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Wow, I didn't think about that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point over there. So let's move to what do you expect for at the beginning of the season before any balls tug the rim or touch the rim or whatever? What do you expect for the aces before the season start? Do you thought that at that time that the ace could make the at least the semifinals?
I thought they could bring it home, like the championship.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Um
From the very first from the very first day?
yeah, yeah, I actually
Nice.
did because, they brought in Becky Hammon
Yeah.
and she was amazing.
Yeah.
Um
Cheers.
yeah,
Cheers.
yeah. They brought in two new coaches
Hmm.
um who were assistant coaches for NBA teams in
Hmm.
Natalie and Tyler. Um
Yep.
and I didn't really know the bench. So, like, it was hard to tell what was gonna happen between them.
Hmm.
But moving Kelsey Plum and Dearica Hanby to the lineup was like one of the greatest ideas Becky could do.
Yeah. She knew it.
Yeah,
Yeah, she knew it. And this Becky Hammon is, I believe, this is just a random thought that I came to my mind. I believe she's gonna be the first NBA female coach in the history of the game.
really.
Yeah, I believe that. So I'm so convinced that she can do that. She
Yeah,
can be. Yeah, she can be. She's been, for the people that don't know who is Becky Hammon is, she's been the assistant coach for Popovich, Greg Popovich, the San Antonio Spurs, and now she's the Aces head coach. But before she there's some facts here with Becky Hammon. She played for basically the Aces, but when they were the San Antonio Silver Stars, right?
Yeah.
And she were part of that team that they make it to the finals. They lost with against the Detroit Sharks, but she was basically the star of that team,
Hmm.
and now she's again with the Ace as a coach with a mission to win that championship. But Becky Hammon, she did a lot of things for the WNBA. She was basically six time W All Star, 2 times first team, 2 times second team, head coach of the year for sure. Assistant leader in 2007. She's been part of the 15th, 20th, and 25th anniversary team also. And this is podcast number 25 for this podcast. And her number was the 25, and he's been retired for the Aces also. What a coincidence,
Yeah,
right?
it was meant to be.
It was meant to be. That's
Yeah.
true. But I believe she's a great coach. She's a great coach, and she got all of the accolades to and that support her career. And as a coach, she's great, and she's one of the top uh, female respected on the game, uh, in my opinion. And she's great. So because it's crazy because the last I would say Bill Lambier was the coach for the last 4 seasons, right?
Yeah.
And he did one semifinals, one final that he lost against the Seattle Storms, uh, and last year they lost in the semifinal as well.
Yeah.
But with basically a top seed of the regular season, and this season the Aces end up with the top seed as well. But the difference is there's a new coach. They finish on the top seed, and now they are facing the Storms. So you think what are your thoughts about Becky Hammon as a coach?
There's so many words to describe her, but it's so hard to actually put
You
in
can
words.
use it all.
It's so hard to put in words. She's just like fantastic. I mean, she's a first time head coach,
Hmm.
and she brought Aces the most amount of wins in franchise history. She um she's second all time for first year coaching wins,
Hmm.
which is 26 behind another coach's 28 wins. And you know, she has a new style of coaching which is pace and space,
Hmm.
and that allowed Asia to shoot threes and to have a lot of space in the paint, but also for the other players to really enjoy themselves, because I've heard like a lot of things from Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, and the other players about how happier they felt.
Are you still there?
Yeah, yeah, I think
Okay, okay. I thought I lost you.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I'm agree. She's great. Like I said, I believe when that happens, when Becky Hammon uh, signed as a head coach of the NBA, I said it first. I said it first. She can do it, and
I
she's that great.
I personally want her to stay in Las Vegas for like
No, for
her
sure.
whole career, because she seems to be doing great things there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Maybe she got an offer, and maybe she decided to stay here at the WNBA. But the NBA is basically the the big picture, right? Everybody
Yeah,
want to go to the NBA, and but if she stay here on the WNBA, it's gonna be great for the league also, and that team, because what she's doing in just 1 year is ridiculous.
yeah,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
yeah.
So your prediction about the playoff. Let's talk about the Chicago and Connecticut. Connecticut surprised everybody. They
Yeah.
won that game, even with the Candace Parker game, the historic game. Uh, who do you think it is gonna make it to the finals in that series?
I think Chicago will win in 5 games.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, you know, Candice did her thing in one, but
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone will step up and help
Yeah.
her for
Yeah.
next games.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe the same. Same here. They have a Chicago had a bad game as a
Mhm.
collective. Parker had a amazing game, but the others, Vandersloot, she didn't have a great game, and I believe they're gonna win. I said in five. I said in
Yeah.
five before they play the first game, and even with this guy, the team having a bad game, they almost win. So
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
you see what happened in the series with the Liberty and the Sky. The
yeah,
Liberty surprisingly won against the Sky in game
yeah.
one, but then Chicago did their thing in game
the
two.
yeah, the comeback was amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
Wow, they stomped very hard,
Yeah.
like very hard. And the next two game was like, okay, that was just a good game for you guys. Thank you for your presentation. Now it's our turn.
Yeah.
They won for 38 points,
Yeah,
and
it
then
was a league record.
yeah, and also the same night, the Aces almost win by 38.
I
They won
know.
for 36, I guess it was,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow, they almost win by 38. It was gonna be crazy. The record was broke the same night for two teams. It was gonna be crazy, but it
It
didn't
was
happen.
it was gonna be a crazy night if that happened.
Yeah, for sure.
But the Aces did break a couple records that game.
The Aces, yeah, which ones?
Um, the most 3 pointers in any game.
Ah, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
23 was.
Yeah, 23.
Uh,
And I know it's basically 3 pointers related, but they had the most 3 pointers in a quarter and in a half.
wow. No, that game for the Aces was something that I couldn't stand. Like, oh, this is too perfect.
I know.
Yeah, everything, and all the team, everybody was doing everything, and it was perfect. There's not other word to describe that game.
I
It-
um I remember during Becky Hammon's post game interview,
okay.
she mentioned that she didn't realize the Aces made their first 10 field goals, but she was mad that they didn't play any defense because it was a back and forth game at the start.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I saw a clip of Becky, you know, talking to the team during timeout, and she was really mad. She was really mad.
Yeah, that's basically the Popovich mentality.
Yeah.
You're doing great things, but you're failing in this side, and you should be do this. You should do this better. Even you have like a 10, 20 points difference. You're up front, and he's gonna see that thing that you didn't make it well.
Yeah. I mean, you know what they say, defense wins championships.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it because everybody now in this type of game is been evolving, and there's less defense and more offense.
Hmm.
But if you got a team like the Aces that got a really good defense and also good offense, that's a nice equation for a championship.
That is you're right.
Yeah, because the other thing that I was talking with my friend on the podcast is the Aces has basically the best combination to win. They have the best point guard, they have the best shooter, and the best big player.
Hmm.
So that combination, there's no way that they are not gonna win. So it doesn't miss. That combination doesn't miss. a lot of times. But yeah, I said that you got a good chance over here. And with that being said, this is gonna be the part that's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Because okay, we had the most improved uh, player, right? It's
Mhm.
already been named. Uh, yeah. And we also have the defensive player. We
Yeah.
have the teams, the first defenses, the second defense team. Now, which is your MVP?
I mean,
Before you say it, I'm gonna put you here. I know the people that are not watching, they're just listening. There's a post that I did showing the difference between Wilson. It's right here. She ended up the season with 19 points per game, 9 rebounds. She's the second leader in rebounds, right?
yes.
She is 2 assists per game, 1.4 steal, leader in block, right?
Yes.
1.9, almost 2. 50% from the free goal, 37 from the 3-point line, and 81 from the free throw. But I also have here the second MVP candidate is Brianna Stewart. She ended up with 20, almost 22 points per game, 7 rebounds, almost 3 assists, 1.6 steals, close to a block per game, 47 field goal percentage, 38 from three, and 83 from the free throw line. So, with that being said, I know what is your answer. I'm very sure what is your answer. But who is your MVP?
My most valuable player is Asia Wilson, of course.
Okay. And do you and at the beginning of the season before anything started, do you thought that Wilson could be the MVP of this year?
Um, I had a lot of doubts only because she was moved to the center position when she's a true power forward.
Yeah.
Um, and compared to some of the other centers, she is undersized. But like I know Asia Wilson, I know how dominant she is,
Yeah.
so I thought she was capable of being the MVP of this year.
Yeah. Yeah, she can definitely. This is gonna be fun. You know what? Because I never told you, but my team is the Seattle Storms. I wait 28 minutes to tell you this. If you want to get mad and
Wow.
leave it, I just completely understand it. But hear me out. I first, I'm a huge fan of the game first. I go put first the game, but then I got my team. I've been following the Storm since the beginning of 2000. My favorite player was Laurie Jackson and then Sue Bird. So it's impossible. And now what Brianna Stewart is doing is amazing as well. So I'm a huge fan of the Storms.
Mhm.
But I love the game. I love the
Mhm.
game, and I have to be in this MVP award. I'm not gonna say that Stewart is the MVP because I cannot say that. I believe Wilson is the MVP.
Mhm.
She do a lot offensively and defensively, and when you are good in both sides, you have to be the MVP. Because Brianna Stewart is not. It's not the case that is not that she's bad on defense, but it's not Wilson. Yeah, there's levels and how much space Wilson covered and how good she's been this season offensively. There's no way that Stewart is gonna win this award. It have to be Wilson, in my opinion.
That's coming a lot from a Seattle Storms fan.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I said I'm first fan of the game.
Mhm.
It's like the NBA. I'm a huge fan of the Dallas Mavericks since I was like 10 years old.
Mhm.
But when I talk about NBA, I try to be objective about it. But when I'm gonna talk about my team, I get passionate. There's no way that I'm gonna, you know.
Yeah.
But but I knew that you would be shocked.
Yeah, that caught me by surprise. I don't even know how to explain my reaction.
Do you throw something? Do you hit
No,
somebody?
but like I hit my face. I was disappointed in a
No.
way.
I have a mental picture for sure. Oh no, why you do this to me? No.
Yeah, no,
Talk
no
to you later.
reason why you didn't tell me who your MVP was. You didn't, tell me anything, really.
Yeah, I was leaving all that to the podcast because I knew. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the game first. When I saw the uh you asked, I saw your you did a post about it.
Yeah.
You did a post that you said Wilson could be the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year as a question, right? And I said, yeah. I said yes, and you know that. I
Yeah.
said yes. And when she won the Defensive Player of the Year, I also shared your post, and I told you she deserved it. So
Mhm.
you know, that doesn't change anything. I'm a Storm fan, and now we are in a series, so I get excited when we won. I know you didn't.
Yeah, usually Seattle Storm fans would not agree that Asia would be the MVP. They would fight back.
Nah, I'm not gonna fight back because, like I said, Stewart had a good offensive numbers, and it's not a huge difference. If you can see this, 22 points against 19 is just 3 points. There's more rebounds. Assists is basically the same. It still is very close. And blocks, come on, blocks. A field goal is better. 3 points almost there. Free throw also. So there's no brainer if you said Wilson is the MVP.
Yeah, I mean, just to throw it out there, Brianna Stewart had like the lowest field goal percentage against Asia Wilson this season. So
Yeah,
Asia's been doing her thing against Brianna.
yeah. Not in the last game. It was a different because it's
Oh
playoff.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Everyone's mindset during the playoffs is way different than the regular season.
yeah, yeah. And something that the Storm did that for me was the game changer. They were double team Wilson from the beginning, so she was doing her stuff defensively and try to do something offensively. So she's gonna consume all that energy as also. So I know that the piece that we have to worry about is Wilson. We know that.
Yeah.
We know that. There's no secret about that. But it's gonna be so. And you think it's gonna be 5 game series, or it's gonna be done in?
Yeah, I do think it's gonna be a 5 game series.
So you think the Ace is gonna win 1 game in Seattle?
Yeah. How about you? What,
Ooh.
what do you think?
Uh, I was concerned.
Mhm.
I know that we have to steal the first game to
Yeah.
be able to win this series. If we are gonna win, we have to win in 4 games.
Oh,
We have to. I'm saying that what we have to do. I'm not saying that that's gonna happen. I'm saying that we have to now win for sure. The Aces, they are gonna win today. I know they're gonna um, fight back and they are gonna win this game. They have to,
yeah.
because if they go to Seattle 2-0,
Yeah.
Seattle is not gonna lose 2 straight games in Seattle. That's the best court with the most fans. There's
Yeah.
average 10,000 fans per game. That's the best the best in the league. So, but I believe it's gonna be in 5. And I said that Storm are gonna win in 5.
Okay. Now that changes everything. That changes everything.
Oh, I see now in Instagram. You stop following me. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe it's
No, I'm
time to leave the podcast too.
uh, I knew this is gonna be fun. I told you for a fact this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I was wondering like how are we gonna make this podcast fun? But now I know. Now I know.
No, but no, I got that. I was joking, but for real, I believe the Stormers can win in five. It's gonna be hard,
Mhm.
but the fact for a fact, I know that the winner of this series is gonna be the champion.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't see Sky. Even I know we have to give respect to a champion,
Yeah.
the Sky, but how they play, they have been facing the they face New York. You know, there's a young team, and they struggle one game, whatever, and now they are facing the Suns, and the Sun is good, but for me, it's not the Aces or Storms.
Yeah.
And if they extend the series for to 5 games with this Connecticut, there's no way that they can win a series against the Aces or the Storms.
They have good depth. It's just that they get into slumps.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and you don't need a slump in the playoff.
Yeah, you really don't. Yeah.
But yeah, at least we are agreed. We share the same opinion about who can win this series. Gonna be the champion.
Unfortunately, not the Aces and Storm series.
Nah, nah, yeah. Unfortunately, it was funny because I was talking with one of my friends before I started recording,
Mhm.
and I said, "Man, I don't know I'm gonna do this because she's an Aces fan, and I'm a Storm." And he said, "Well, why? The last time we faced in the finals, the last time the Aces
Oh,
faced." They reached the final was against the Storms, and
yep.
we swept them like 3-0. And she's a huge fan of the Aces, so I know inside her heart there's gonna be some hate about the Storms for sure. But
There definitely is.
yeah, I know, and if the Aces win this series, it's gonna be all love for the Aces. I'm not gonna hate nobody.
Mhm.
And I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna hate you. I'm not gonna hate the hate. I'm not gonna hate the Aces. I'm gonna route for the Aces for be a champion because they deserved it. They had been
Mhm.
so close, and they for some reason they never win on the finals.
Yeah, we haven't won the game yet in the finals.
It's crazy.
But unfortunately, if you guys win, I can't say the same and say I won't hate the Storm because as you said, the finals in 2020,
Yeah,
caused
it
a
was
lot of
devastating.
pain. So,
Yeah, yeah, but it was a different. It was a different finals. It
yeah.
felt different because the pandemic. It was different, and maybe that played a huge part for a young team that reached the finals.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
different. They've been playing together these last 3 years, and you see a different a monster now. I see the Aces playing, and it's okay. This team is a huge monster. Uh,
Yeah.
it's a yeah,
Once the aces start clicking defensively and offensively, then,
yeah,
it's over.
yeah, and it's the Ace is gonna be the face, the future of the league. Because, like I said, Wilson has been there for 4 years, and you notice the difference like right away. And
Yeah.
that core is young, so you
Mhm.
had that chance also to win in the next. I would say this. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm not. But for sure, you're gonna be agree with me in this. In the the next 5-6 years, the Ace is gonna win a couple of championships.
I really hope so.
Yeah, how the team is building now. It's been young, how they've been playing, all the changes that team has been made this season, and you see the results. If they keep that, they keep the coaches, they keep this group of players, and adding in the better role players, they are gonna win a couple of championships the next 5 years. I would say two, two, maybe
Yeah.
more, because now my favorite player is gonna retire after this season. Suber is gonna retire, and it's a huge loss because she still have game.
Yeah, you see her impact from game one, you know.
Yeah, and I know we got Brianna Stewart with us, but we don't have Suber.
Yeah,
We're talking
Squidward
about,
is.
yeah, we are talking about one of the greatest players in the league, in the history of the game, and she still have game. That's the worst part. When I saw her play, like, dude, you have a basically a perfect game. Only 2 points, 12 assists, no turnovers, rebounds, steals, a lot of things that you do on the court, on the bench. Oh, it's. I'm gonna miss her. I'm gonna cry. Let's cut this out.
You can't replace her.
Nah, exactly. It's not a role player.
Yeah,
It's one of a kind for sure.
exactly. But going back to what you were saying about how the Aces could win a championship or two or more within the next few years, I agree with
Hmm.
that. Not because I'm an Aces fan, but also because they re-signed their whole core. So Asia,
Hmm.
Dearica, Chelsea, Kelsey, and Jackie.
Yeah,
They're staying all together within the
yeah,
next 2 years. So all they
yeah,
need is a bench and championship
yeah,
on the way.
yeah. You got the core. You got the coaches. You got everything. That's what I said. They did a lot of move this season
Yeah.
that makes sense for the future, and they know that. They
Yeah.
know that they have a chance now. But so you have the Aces making to the finals against the Skies, and and how many games you think they're gonna win?
I think it'll also go to five.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's because,
Interesting.
well, you see the overall records, the Sky
Hmm.
and the Aces are tied,
Yeah.
26 to 10. And they're also tied for the Commissioner's Cup, 9 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
And even though the Aces won the Commissioner's Cup by a decent margin, I think
Hmm.
it'll still be a hard series because Chicago still has that depth.
Hmm. And they had Candace. I just want to see if that happens. I just want to see that match, Candace Parker against Wilson. It's gonna be great for our finals. Oof, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, even if that happens, if the Aces make to the finals against the Skies, I believe the Aces is gonna win in four. Yeah, I believe if that happens, the Aces is gonna win in four. I don't see the Skies winning 2 games.
I think I'm only saying five because I really want the Aces to win at home. I
Ah,
don't really want them
well,
to
that's
win,
true. Yeah,
somewhere else.
yeah, that's true also. But if you can win it on the road, you just won that game and go back home and celebrate.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah, if you had that chance, just win. Don't wait to celebrate at home because things can happen.
Yeah, the Aces won't do that, obviously,
Yeah.
but the house or the arena that they play in, the fan base is just different. In
Hmm.
Vegas, I've never been there, but from what I see, is it's just amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of rich people.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
true.
yeah, I've been there. I've been there. I've been there a couple of times, and yes, the people is different. Las Vegas is like a kind of another country inside another. It's a country inside in a country. It's crazy. It feels like that. It's like
Mhm.
Texas. Texas is a state of United States, but it feels like it's a different country.
Yeah, I would love to visit Vegas and watch a game in person one day, and meet all the people that I've met online.
Ah, really nice. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about the sports because now we are talking about Allison. She's from uh, Canada. I'm from Puerto Rico, and we were talking about United States leagues.
Yeah.
And she follows Las Vegas is in Nevada. I follow Seattle is in all the way in Washington State. So this is the beautiful thing about sports. That's why I love sports and music. Let's go together.
Mhm.
And yeah, I love this. The basketball is my passion. I mean, my passion. It's been since I was like 3 years old, and
Really?
yeah, I'm old enough to say that I love this game more than 30 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, so yeah, because I was like 5 years maybe when I went to I saw a basketball or three, maybe I was 3 or 4 years old. I was I was a baby basically, and I'm 33 now, so I'm not that old. I, yeah, yeah, I'm not that old. It's 30 years in love with a game, and
Mhm.
I don't see that it's gonna change. I don't think that.
Basketball is like the greatest sport, so I don't blame you.
So some people don't think that. I got a friends that they love baseball, and others that love football. Basically, I'm between my friends. I'm the basketball lover.
Really?
Yeah, I got a couple of friends that they love too. They love basketball too, but it's not like me.
Hmm.
I can talk basketball all day. So we were talking now 48 minutes in this podcast about basketball. And before we started recording, we were talking like 20 minutes, 15 minutes
Yeah.
before we started. And before I start with you, I was talking with my friend about basketball. So I can talk every day, anytime. I got friends that they call me just to talk basketball, and we talk about 4 or 5 hours about that
Yeah.
about basketball. Yeah.
I I can relate to you. For me, I love all sports. Like I watch all sports, I play all sports. Everything about sports is amazing. But for me, basketball is my favorite to play and watch. But
Hmm.
I'm more passionate about the
Yeah.
WNBA more than the men's NBA.
But you watch NBA, right?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
And what is your team if you have
So
one?
I don't really have a team, but since I'm from Toronto, I have to cheer
Oh,
for the Toronto
uh,
Raptors.
wow, that's a no-brainer. I don't know why I had that question, but yeah, that's true. Toronto, the fan base of Toronto is crazy. I remember. I don't know if you've watched the finals,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
basically the Oracle Arena was packed with people from Toronto. It
Yeah,
was crazy. Like, wow, they traveled from all the way north, east to all the way to southwest to watch a game.
yeah. There are a lot of dedicated fans here in Toronto.
Yeah, I really want I really want to go there and
You
see.
should.
Yeah, I have to because this is my bucket list. It's in my bucket list, and I know that I'm gonna go there, and maybe next year or or the next one. But I have to go there. I have to.
You should. You should experience an NBA game here. Maybe against your Dallas Mavericks.
That should be great. That should
Yeah,
be great. Yeah, yeah. But it's not gonna be great if Toronto wins. But
it would be great for the fans here.
yeah, for sure. And for sure, I'm gonna be the only one with the Don't Shake jersey.
Oh, you wouldn't match the red?
Uh, yeah, yeah. I like Toronto, but Doncic is my favorite player now in the NBA. So I gonna go with my jersey with the Doncic jersey for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, you
And
have to.
yeah, I have to. I gonna be the only blue in the middle of all red. I'm purple.
Well, I'll be able to see you well on TV.
Exactly. Where you at? Just look for the blue.
Exactly. It'll be very obvious.
Wow. All right. Wow, we've been talking a lot. We can stay here. I can stay here for a couple of hours, but I really appreciate your time, Allison. It was great. It was fun. I hope this happens uh, more times. If you want to come here anytime, just let me know and we make it happen, and we can talk about WNBA all day if you want to.
Yeah,
I
I'm
hope. Did you
down.
enjoy it?
Yeah,
Did you
I
like it?
really enjoyed it. Thank you for having me. This was
Nah.
very fun.
Yeah, I told you it's gonna be fun. And I
Yeah, it
knew
was fun when you
I
surprised
keep
me.
the yeah, I know. I saved the surprise for the middle of the podcast because I knew if I told you, if I start the podcast telling you, oh, I'm a Storm fan, you're gonna just click leave studio and
Yeah, I probably should have done that, honestly.
no, but it was great. You were awesome, and thank you for your time. And I hope I see you soon again.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you for having me again.
All right,
This was great.
all right. I thank you for your time, and people don't forget about going to Allison page in Instagram. Ages. I'm gonna left the link below description so you can go straight and follow her. If you are a huge fan of the Aces, that's the play you want to be.
Yep.
All the news, all everything of the Aces, she have it before everybody else. But anyways, all right. Thank you, Alison. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the people for watching, and see you next time.